Yeah, just let me know.
All right.
And I'll erase that shit so you don't get canceled. So
Oh no, it's all good. I'll stay fresh.
We're
not trying to get canceled.
I hear that, bro.
Man.
But I'm like, come at me, try to cancel me. You know
know
what I'm saying? I'll take that fight
You
any
take the
day.
fight?
Any day, bro.
Hey.
Any day. Okay, here we go. Sucio Talk podcast. We out here in Oakland. Lamont Perriman, chef. He's about to go versus bitch ass Chef Street.
Man.
Did I say that? Did I fuck it up?
Are we going?
Chef Street can come on here and get. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But he knows his business.
No, this is business.
I mean, he knows his business.
Look. There's community and there's business. So, I mean,
you're both, bro.
And this is a competition.
Yeah.
You know what? I try to be both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So knife fight.
Yes.
What's the date? What's the date, Chef?
So August 18th.
August 18th.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yep.
All right, and that's you versus Chef Street.
Chef Street, yeah.
Okay.
Long line of chefs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the 8th year of knife fight.
All right, you were the champion last year.
Yes.
I was there for that.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's right. It was fun. It was a festival atmosphere.
Yeah, outdoors.
For sure.
You know.
We got Epec Foodie in the studio too. Shout out Epec Foodie. He's off camera, but he's chilling. You might hear him.
He's hanging out.
You might hear him laugh or something in the background.
Yeah, he will. We go back. So
there you go. There you go. That's cool, man. So knife fight, 8 years?
8 years. So It's been going on for a long time. So I've got 3 of those.
3 of them.
3 of the 8.
How many did you win, lose, win both?
1. Lost 1.
Got you. 1 lost 1.
But I came back and got it back.
Got you. What's the what would you say the comparison and feeling was? Obviously winning and losing, we all know what it feels like, but like,
you know what? You just got to go out, put your best foot forward like I always do. And we always feel like we did a little better, a little bit better when we won. But, even when we didn't win, we were like, wait, maybe it was something else. Maybe we didn't use enough spice or something fun. But because this event is about community and it's about putting black and brown chefs on the map, like for me, it's a little bit more about community. And I've got that sub undertone of like, you know what? I just need to win. So... because at the end of the day, I feel like because we're talking about it, we all win.
Right.
And that's important for me in the community piece. So.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. Same sous chef, different sous chef this time?
Same sous chef.
Okay.
Coming back. Yeah, he's coming back because, we're strategic.
Yeah.
We know what we want to do. People are hungry. And he wants to take the title back too. Like I said, this is an important one. So this is number 8. So this puts us on the map a couple of different ways.
Definitely, bro. I mean, knife fights are dope, and they're not happening. I was telling him, I was like, you got to take this shit global.
No, there's not enough.
Yeah, no, there's not enough knife fights.
I mean, how many more states can we go to?
Dope. You could do it every major city right now. New York, Chicago, Austin.
Yeah.
And cities around here. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, whatever,
bro.
man. I know there's other chefs out there that
do
are
it
trying
on a
to get
Monday.
in on it.
Do it on a Monday, bro.
Yeah.
And you could do it every week if you did that.
Yeah.
That's asses in seats. That's money coming into your restaurant. I'd do it.
Yeah. Well, no restaurants for me because we're out doing the private thing and catering and private events and all that. But we do have something fun and new, up and coming, brick and mortar style.
Yeah. Oh, dope. Okay.
Yeah.
And when's that set to? Opening date or?
Oh, no opening date
at?
set. Yeah, but we're almost there. So little Montperi. It's been a question that's been looming for a while.
Yeah.
With a lot of people because people always go, "Hey, when's your restaurant? Where's your restaurant at?" And like, I like to move too much to kind of be like locked in, but this new thing that's happening is gonna give me a little bit of flexibility, and we might be able to do some fun events. And if you want to come see me cook, then this is going to be the place you're going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like still, still some top secret stuff, but that's why you got to follow. You got to follow me to find out.
That's right, baby. If you don't follow, you ain't going to hear shit.
No, you're not.
You know what I mean?
Chef Montperi. That's me here on the IG and Montperi Catering and Events.
Yeah.
Go to the website. We got a YouTube channel.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, we've had one up since COVID.
What are you doing on the YouTube channel?
YouTube channel, we got like some fun things. We got like I've got some instructional videos, some cooking videos. Yeah. So we kind of got that, that cooking channel, Food Network-ish style
Chef,
video.
give us some in real life.
Real
Give
life?
us some of that shit. Like the fucking IRL. People just put cameras on themselves, just go about their day.
Yeah.
You could do that shit while you're working.
Yeah, why not?
And create a following, bro. They got that shit. There's these dudes out in Australia, bro, and they got like 500,000 subscribers, and all they do is they wear their shit and then they work the line. That's it. That's their whole
it.
channel.
They're
They're not even saying nothing. They're just like, well, they're doing service, but it's not toward the people watching.
Well, I mean, that'd be good for me. They'd be catching a lot of my food at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Because I still roll in after a job and I cook a full meal.
Yeah.
So if you ever see me post anything at 2:30, that's usually real time.
Right.
I'll be like tacos, sea bass, whatever.
So as a personal chef, how you getting your clients? Is it all word of mouth at this point? How did you start?
You know what? It's a mix, man. I've been I started off as a personal chef.
Yeah.
I've been in the industry for about 20. I've been in hospitality for a little bit longer than that, but as a private chef, just a lot of word of mouth and cooking parties, and then personal chef kind of moved into catering. Like, you cook parties of 10 people. 10 moved to 20.
Why not do 200,
people started
bro?
asking for 30. Then somewhere it jumped to 50. Then someone was like, yeah, can you do 140 people? And I was like, sure, I can.
You're like, I'm going to the store anyway.
Yeah. Like, why not? I just moved from the grocery store to like Costco. And then the food ordering, and it got all crazy. But then I just said, look, I just need a team of people to support me. And I'm fortunate and lucky to have a good team of people that support me on a regular basis.
That's legit, bro.
So,
that's legit. And we're skipping around a bit, but hey, here on Sucio Talk, we take it all the way back.
We're chopping up.
I know. Hey,
shout out to the Montperi crew out there putting in work all the time.
Go.
Yeah,
that's dope. It's you can't do it by yourself.
No, you can't.
So
it takes a village.
That's the first thing that you got to get a hold of. If you're a chef, is a crew.
Yeah, it takes a village to kick some butt. Just like we're gonna do with Chef Street on Sunday.
Oh, there is it again. Chef.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Chef Street's coming back.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I got a chance to see the new knife this year.
Yeah.
For the prize, and Street was like, "Yeah, check out my knife," but then I picked it up and it really fit in my hand perfect. Like when it fits in your hand perfect, I feel like it's yours. So
that knife's already yours.
The knife's mine.
Basically.
I made a space for it.
Damn, son.
With the other ones.
We're going to have to get Chef Street a paring knife so he can be happy.
You know what? What if I got Chef Street a paring knife?
You should. That'd be sick. When you win, you'd be like, don't worry, I got you.
I got you.
Victorinox, baby.
Yeah.
Rubber handle.
We're going if we're going that route.
Nice little bright yellow one.
I mean, maybe.
Hey, man, those are the best, They
work out sometimes.
Turning stuff. Yeah.
It's good for onions.
Yeah, onions.
And apples.
Yeah, breaking boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you want.
Yeah, boxes. Yeah,
whatever.
I'm down with it.
People don't think about that. They're like, hey, you're a chef. What's your favorite dish? And I'm like, I kind of like when the recycling is in the recycling and the fucking trash is in the trash. Like, that's what I get. Yeah. When my dumpsters look good, I'm like, yeah, I've done it as a chef, bro.
Right. man, here we go.
Yeah, bro. Business owning. So, where were you born?
Oakland.
Oakland here, born and raised. All right, dope.
Grew up by the lake.
Yeah.
What
was your first job here in Oakland?
Doing yards.
Okay.
I told my dad I wanted some money.
Yeah, he's like...
And 2 days later, he's like, woke me up on Saturday at like 10 o'clock and said, hey, go up the street. Yeah. I got your money. And I was doing yards for like 3 or 4 of my neighbors. Like all day work.
Right.
So if there's anybody that gave me good work ethic, teaching, that comes from Pops.
Yeah, for sure. What'd your dad do for a living?
He was a post office guy downtown West Oakland for like 30, 40 years. And then he did another, bunch of years in Chicago. So all over. Always been a hard worker.
I feel like people don't really put respect on a postman, but like they're one of the most important people we have in the world for us. You know what I mean?
Like, look, you want to get packages?
Exactly.
You want to get mail?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I seen the movie you seen the movie The Postman? With Kevin Costner.
Oh, that one.
Bro.
Yeah.
That was good. How about you?
Yeah,
you guys got to watch some.
I was gonna be like, wait, which Postman are we talking about?
You put on a knife fight.
Yeah,
it's all good. That's dope. What'd your mom do?
You know what? My mom, she worked. She was the biggest PTA mom you'd ever know. But my mom also, before work, she did retail. She was a seamstress. Really, really awesome woman.
Yeah.
I'm hitting that stage of life where like, like the parents aren't here anymore, but
Yeah.
I still get to talk about them. But I also learned how to cook from my mom.
Yeah.
And my aunts. Actually, my dad too. My dad cooked too. All the men and women in our family cooked.
Right. So you're just around that food all the time.
I was around, and then whenever uncles would show up with like cases of like green beans, corn, who was shucking the corn, who was snapping green bean tips. They didn't know they were training me though for the industry, but they were training me for the industry.
So when you got in the industry, you were like,
yeah, they were just like free labor. Like, you guys want to eat? Like, shuck this corn.
Right.
That's how it kind of rolled out.
Hey, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
And so you're going through high school. Did you play sports in school?
Yeah, I was a big track and field.
Okay.
Track and field, cross country.
Got you.
Long distance. You wouldn't know now because, I cook steaks and eat sauces and stuff.
It's
but
all good, bro.
Yeah, it was fun, man. That's why Olympics, huge for me. Like, been watching Summer Olympics this year.
I've been watching the shit
tapping
out
in
of some Summer Olympics.
Yeah, and that's coming back to LA.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, though. I'm like, where are you going to do it? In LA.
They're going to have to do it everywhere.
They're going to have to figure it out, right?
They are going to figure it out.
But the thing is, they never know how much stress that shit puts on the city. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Oh, cool. The Olympics coming, the traffic, they move all the homeless people somewhere else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
So,
like, it's like a bunch of...
I hope they figure it out, man, to where... it works out for everybody.
Right. Yeah, like they had that happened in France with the water was contaminated or something, so they couldn't swim one day.
Yeah, that's
you know what
right.
I mean? God forbid something like that happens. It's embarrassing. You'd be sitting there like, damn,
our
our
city had
water
like
dirty,
spoiled
bro.
water. Yeah. No, we're not trying to do that, but I don't know, man. It should be fun, man. So I hope they work it all out, man. So
yeah.
But yeah, big fan of the Olympics, track and field.
Did you have any thoughts about cooking at that time, or?
You know what? I've always cooked. I've been cooking since I was 8.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just
like
kind of
professionally, like in the kitchen.
You know what? It's really weird, man. Because like I'd say like now, past like what 10 years, it's been more popular, but earlier it wasn't as popular. And I grew up watching cooking shows like. I don't want to date myself too hard, but Yan Can't Cook reruns and
he's dope.
Jacques Pepin and like all these chefs that you'd see on like PBS. And I would grow up watching Saturday morning cartoons, cooking shows, Soul Train. That was kind of my route.
Yeah.
So, and through that, and I'd see something they cook, and then I'd like walk in the kitchen and be like, Mom, do we have this stuff? And I'd go make it.
You just do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And so just to have fun with it. But I don't know if my parents ever got the connection to go like, wow, maybe he should like cook or he should do a thing like where now I think if, more parents saw that with their kids, they'd be like, get them on a podcast or trying to get them on a YouTube channel.
Right.
And I don't think that was, necessarily there. And, and we've been cooking, so long in the history of us cooking and cooking in the White House and just coming up with dishes, different kind of cultures from the slave trade, from the diaspora. And so I don't know, I think there's been a tighter, like a harder, relationship with cooking because it's service and because, post-slavery, we were service. I think there were just times in our history where we were like anti-service. So someone being a chef wasn't really looked upon as like the thing to do versus like
you were stepping up.
You weren't stepping out, like going like to be a doctor or other professions that were considered more like attainable. But now it's kind of come back a little bit, and I love to cook.
Yeah.
Like I said, like if I come in off a 13-hour day, I still cook a meal.
Right.
So I've always loved it, and it's fun to come up and be creative, and it's my artistic side. And
it's a labor of love.
Yeah, and it's my medium. Real. And you know what? Everybody who does it, you love it because you do it. Because
yeah. There's no other reason to do it.
Yeah. There's no reason to do it because you're not doing it for like $1 million.
Right.
But I do it for knife fight knives.
That's right.
For trophies.
That's right. For trophies.
I'm sorry, Street. I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we play to win out here at Chef Sucio Talk, baby.
No, that's right.
Well, you gotta do a press run next time. I saw you on KQED, by the way. Shout out to you for getting on that. I saw. Yeah, that was dope. So it's always cool to see like people you're like, what?
What?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, I gotta have him on my show too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, KQD gonna have him on, huh?
Yeah, well, you got to do something, man. I don't know how long were we. I was just thinking about when I walked in too. We were talking about this.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think I've realized that it takes that long.
It does,
like because you can't force this on anybody. I always feel blessed because I'm like, you took time out of your day to come here and talk to me.
Right.
Like I feel like I owe you all the respect in the world to like make sure that this experience goes good for you and make sure that you feel like you didn't waste your time.
But I also go back the other way and go, you took all the time to set this up so that we can do this part and have this conversation and just really connect with, the community and get out there and just, keep things active, keep things fun. For sure.
It's all hospitality at the end of the day. It is,
man. So, but I appreciate what you've been doing. So,
thank you. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. And I think there's a level of like, we always give service to other people, right?
Right.
But we're never thinking about the industry. Obviously, we think about our teams and things like that. But when's there going to be a festival when they're like, you know what, chefs? You're going to just come and hang out. You don't got to cook shit. We're over here. We're just going to have a party for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And anybody in the industry just come and chill out. Obviously, who's going to pay for it? Who's going to cook the food, right? But
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I said. We're talking about it. Why don't we work? Because you know what happens. That's what happens. That's how most ideas come to terms. Like if we keep talking about it enough, then I guess we're the people that have to do it.
Yeah, man. That's how I feel about a lot of stuff. I'm like, well, you know what, man? Like if it ain't gonna be anybody, it's got to be me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who else? You know?
Why not?
I like to have that kind of accountability to myself, But yeah, things take time.
They do.
And so I don't mind taking the time to talk to someone for a couple years before they're like, all right, let's go.
Right.
However long it would have took, like, I never took it personal if people didn't want to come on or like nothing like that either. But, I've had a few people be like, no. Or, what I have a lot is people are like, I don't feel like I'm good enough. And I'm like, first of all, I just want to talk to you as a human being, right? As a human being, you're good enough. Just like that's first. But I hate that people feel that way about themselves. I'll be like, oh, how long you been cooking? They're like 12 years. I'm like, you think 12 years doesn't mean anything?
Right.
Like, there's some people that want what you have now, and don't want to put in the 12 years.
That's right.
So to understand that is where you come in.
And that's where you get to talk about it because some people, sometimes just put on a coat.
Yeah, for sure.
And, and this industry is more about, like, I remember, I'll tell you, here's the quick story. The quick story is that I never called myself a chef for the first 5-6 years that I was cooking.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, why? And I was just like, well, I don't feel like I put the time in. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't feel like I put the time in to be, like, regarded as chef. Mm-hmm. And I remember the first time that I kind of started accepting the role or the title because, it's just like, everybody doesn't go to culinary school. I didn't. I've learned through the ranks and working with people and washing dishes and cleaning restaurants and doing pop-ups here and there. And I've just kind of worked that way because that, again, going back to yard work, your work ethic, like just kind of doing that part. And I went to an event and someone pulled me up and they said, hey, you got to meet this cat. He's been doing XYZ. Hey, this is Chef Lamont. And for like 20 seconds, I was like, whoa, he just introduced me as Chef Lamont. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, yeah. And I was just like, yeah. And they're like, hey, what's your name? And I was like, Lamont. And he's like, no, well, he just said you're Chef Lamont. So you're a chef, right? And I'm like, yeah. So then you're Chef Lamont. Mm. And so the person who I had met solidified is like, no, this is how you need to roll.
Yeah.
And it took a minute to sink in like that because, but at that point, I knew that I put the amount of work in to be regarded as a chef. Mm-hmm. So now, all day, I'm like, it's okay. I'm Chef Lamont. I can do that. But, like, I just wanted that personal, like, I just didn't want to just come in to this industry and just, like, assume the titles without putting in the work. And so I'm glad I kind of took that step with me. Yeah. Same thing with even being, like, a celebrity chef. Like, I've cooked for some people that we know, sports figures, different people. I've signed a lot of NDAs. But my thing was, is that, I also had another thing. I was just like, well, I'm not going to call myself a celebrity chef unless you cook for a celebrity. And so I just kind of had those kind of tiers within myself because it goes back to that self-motivation and goes back to like, I want to put the work in to feel like I've earned the title.
Right. If you have the title with no effort, at the end of the day, you lose your mind.
Yeah, that's right. That's all good. So, case in point, knife fight. We've earned the titles. We won the knives, and we're coming back again to take another one.
For sure, man. Hey. So you're going to have a mantle up with like 4 or 5 knives at some point.
I mean, something. It's going to be like, it's not going to be as dope as this, but it'll be something, we'll have to add some lighting. Maybe we'll have to put some incense, around it. Dude, just build a shrine.
Get it, baby.
Yeah,
I feel like everything's kind of a shrine. I feel like even hoarders, like that's their shrine,
Right.
Shitty shrine, but hey, that's their shrine. Whatever. What are you gonna do?
That's what they built.
Yeah, exactly. And so everybody's got a little bit of it in different places, whether it's in your car, your office,
right,
your kitchen. It's like that one thing that you take with you to every kitchen you go to.
Right.
You're like, why are you doing this? Like,
right.
I don't.
Well, I also do it too because I'm grateful for Eplay Events and them putting this on and them getting the idea to do this because without them, we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Talking about it.
That's right.
So, shout out to Eplay.
That's
Chef
right.
AK.
That's right.
Yep. And
they
just putting this together, but putting this together, this event for the community. And, like a lot of these events, people don't know what goes on behind the scenes and the work that goes into it. It's hard. There's a lot of behind the scenes work. So when you come out and you buy that ticket and you support the event, you're supporting a lot, but most of all, I think you're supporting community. There's going to be fun. There's going to be food. There's going to be a good competition. But at the end of the day, you're supporting community. And so, even shout out to Chef Nelson. He's, he's supplying his whole restaurant to us this year for Restaurant Wars.
Yeah,
that's
shout
fun.
out Alamar.
Yep, Alamar.
Dope restaurant.
Even though I beat him, he's still going to let me come in his kitchen.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good thing. We should go over there
and have a drink after this.
I mean, we might. We might.
Let's
go. He does good cocktails.
I know he
does make good cocktails.
I drank over there a little while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those strong drinks.
Yeah.
But they got the good rum selection over there. He's doing it right.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
He's doing it right. God damn. This is dope. Eplay events. What other events are coming up for Eplay real quick?
Well, it's Knife Fight on August 18th.
Yeah.
And then next year, that's really
yeah.
We just do production catering
right
throughout the year. And
let's
our
go.
main event is Knife Fight Gauntlet.
Shout out Chef AK.
Yeah.
That shit's about to be a monthly one.
Yeah.
Knife Fight about to be monthly.
Pushing.
Let's go. The next one's at Chef Street's house.
Hey,
you know what I mean? He's got a whole line over there, bro.
Right.
I'll come film the shit. We'll live stream it.
Oh man.
Let me know.
You know what? I did one years ago against Kanya.
Oh,
the first year they opened.
Yeah.
We did a paella cook-off outside. So paella is one of my signature dishes.
Okay.
But we did a paella cook-off for the opening of Kanya.
Yeah.
And it was funny because it was on my birthday. And I figured, I might as well pick my birthday because you can't lose on your birthday.
No, definitely not.
But we were outside and we had a whole set. And it was me and their chef. And we cooked paella all day. We talked to people. People came in. It was a big thing. So, maybe we can.
That's dope.
Maybe we could go to Street's house for a little event. Set up a little outdoor.
He's got the space for
do
it.
some live cooking.
Also, let me just shout this out because someone brought this to my attention. What is up with the beautiful ladies on that Instagram's fucking account? I'm like, and that Instagram account is like menu, Chef Street, and then just a picture of just beautiful women all the way up and through it. I done got in trouble for looking at it a few times. You know
got
what I
in
mean?
trouble.
Yeah, they're like, damn. A while back they're like, what are you doing looking at that? I'm like, you know what? This damn near porno over here. Shout out to Lita and Walnut Creek.
Yo.
Where ladies go to get live. Chef Street. Before he loses the title, I don't know. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
All right. Well, let's see how it leans. Well, look, we already know how it's going to lean, but
I mean, dude, he's got game.
He does.
I went over there and had some snacks, bro.
Yeah.
That's just delicious.
Yeah, it's fun.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
The flavor, the spice, they don't hold back. I love it.
Yeah.
All of it was dope. That's a dope restaurant. The space inside, the podcast I got to do there. Shout out to that family. They're definitely hooking them up, man.
Yeah. I mean, man, it's good, man. It just shows that, like, we're all out here. There's tons of black chefs and brown chefs that are out here in the community doing their thing. I mean, he's in restaurants and I'm in production and events, and so it's fun to see the differences because you just don't have to be a restaurant chef or a catering chef or a food truck chef. Like, there's so many options.
And you could do them all if you want.
You could. You could.
There's this thought that you can only be one thing.
Yeah, there is, and I've never really followed that, and that's why I've always bounced around to try out different things in this industry, and it's been more fun. I've met so many wonderful people being a part of this industry, and I mean, it's helped me grow my career. Yeah. That's what brought me to Knife Fight.
Yeah,
just following that philosophy.
You become a better cook.
Yeah.
Also, just inherently.
Yeah, you do, because you just learn things from people that you didn't think.
Be like, oh, my grandmother does this. And be like, well, guess what?
Good.
Lamont going to be your grandmother because I'm going to do this next time.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get popping off because of that.
Nothing's better than being in someone's auntie's or grandma's kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, if you get to walk in a house and, just learn those things.
Right.
Like, I mean, high school, I learned pozole.
Oh, shit. Okay.
From my buddy's mom, who used to make pozole every Sunday. And I used to go to his house once a month. And she'd be like, it's Sunday, we're making. And I'd be like, oh. And I'd be in the kitchen. I'd be like, looking over and like, but I've pulled that and it's here now. And so it's here and now it translates to here.
Yeah.
And that's what comes out in food. And that's the beautiful part about food. It connects people and communities and cultures. And I'm about that.
It's on a very primal level as well.
Yeah. And it's very simple. It's just like, if we can't communicate and speak to each other, I can speak to you through food.
Yeah, that's right. That's just like music.
Yeah.
It
exactly.
Yeah. It knows no boundary.
It's a feeling.
In that way. Yeah, it's a feeling. That's right. It always has been.
Yeah. It's going to be a good feeling on Sunday to take the knife home.
God damn. He's just going in. That's why, hey, I asked for it. I wanted this.
Yeah.
This shit is real talk right here.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. And street, like from the gate, I saw him. He saw me, and I was just like, well, I showed him the last knife that I won. I came with it just to go, hey man, see this one? I was just like, you might be able to get one, and we kind of started our whole thing that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun for me. It's gonna be fun for me on Sunday. Yeah,
dude, it's dope because it's a little bit different this time because you were in a festival setting last time. Everything was a little bit, further away. What's going on? Can I get some insight on the setup this time?
This time it's Restaurant Wars. So we're back at it. We're in the restaurant. So with the line and with the bar and we're still gonna have a little outdoor element though. There's gonna be some outdoor elements happening, but we're just back in restaurant style and. I mean, I think it's only natural for Knife Fight to kind of mix it up a little bit, just to kind of bring some excitement, to the competition. And also, like, I'm excited because it's different, we're not coming into it kind of expecting the same thing. But I always come into Knife Fight expecting the unexpected anyway, because for me, sometimes it's not even about the opponent. It's about you're only as good as your last plate. And the last plates I put out at Knife Fight, those are going to be the ones that's going to decide if we take that title home or not. So I'm not really worried about street. I'm more worried about competing with myself and my team, because are we going to be able to beat the dishes that we came with the past few years? Are we coming with something new and exciting? Like that's more. I think it's more internal.
Damn, beautifully said. I love the competition.
Yeah.
Because Street's saying the same shit to himself.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
The car, just looking at himself in the mirror like, let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it, because that's where it comes. And you wake up in the morning, like, again, the last thing you make.
Yeah. That's what you wake up with. If you fuck up the last dish of the night, you wake up like, oh no.
No, this is what happened. What happened here? So, so we're ready to roll.
Yeah.
We're ready to roll. We're gonna come in and do what we do all the time, and walk away.
So, a little
with
bit
the title.
Back into your private chefing days, how did you get your first private chef, job?
It's funny. Shout out to what's the neighborhood app? that's out there.
What is it? The one
Next door.
Yeah. Okay.
So next door. And it was funny. You know what? Last night I saw one of my friends, and it was my friend who actually had called me and was like, yo, you need to be on Next Door because everything that you're doing culinary-wise, people need to know about it.
Yeah.
And so I hopped on Next Door, and I got my first client. And it's actually funny. My first client their family is still my client. Like, I've known her family through this whole time that I've been cooking. And from there, just kind of, I think once you get into the industry and you're out there, you just kind of meet people and go. And I've been blessed to meet a lot of fabulous people. I've worked for some awesome chefs over the years. I've got some of those chefs are still my mentors, to this day. They're always watching me, making sure I'm staying up on my thing. But yeah, Next Door kind of like shot me out there, and then like other people saw me, and then other people saw me, and then other people saw me, and then I just kind of started.
You went viral on Next Door.
Went viral. Wild. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah,
like undercover.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, no videos.
Shout out to your friend.
No videos, only words and pictures.
Really?
Yeah. Because now everyone goes viral. Like you get that one YouTube video.
It doesn't even matter ananymore if you go viral.
Yeah.
Because something else will go viral, and it's
But back in the day, OG, words and flavors. And
you sold records, chef. You sold records.
I totally sold records.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So on Next Door, you blow up. When's the first time when you're like, yo, I need some help?
Well, let's see. First time I was like, yo, I need some help. I took over a wine bar on Lakeshore for a while, and I was a chef there while I was working 40 hours a week as a concierge.
Yeah.
So I was working daytimes at the concierge job till about 3 o'clock.
Where at?
San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hotel?
Private firm. No, private
firm.
Private firm. So we were dealing with people all around the world. It's a 24-hour operation. So I was the guy you would call to find out anything about anything.
Right.
Concert tickets, setting up events, whatever. So I was doing a lot of contracting already. But when I took over cooking, when I got the wine bar opportunity, I was working there in the daytime, and I'd have like an hour and a half leeway. So I'd leave straight from work in the city, go to the restaurant, get set up for dinner service, and then work dinner service till 1, go home, take a shower, go back to work. So I was just running that.
Yeah.
And then an opportunity just kind of came up to go. It happened where I needed to, make a decision, and I just kind of made a decision to jump ship and just go to more this part of hospitality and go into cooking. And so, and then I kind of ran with the wine bar for a bit, and that served, more community, meeting people. And I think it just builds. It just builds. And I needed help there. And then through that process, I had a sous chef that worked for me, but then he got me onto a catering company where he was the sous chef. So he was my boss at the catering company, but I was his boss at the wine bar.
Right.
And so we'd be like, who's the boss today? I was just like, I don't know. I don't care. Let's flip a coin. Either way, we're cooking food. And so, and then that kind of ran, when catering kind of ran its course, I was a chef for Williams-Sonoma for 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And I used to teach cooking lessons and do a lot of their culinary programs.
At the Williams-Sonoma? In like
at Williams-Sonoma. I worked at a few different stores. So, I was here in Emeryville, used to have a store. I was out in Walnut Creek. I was in Corte Madera. I used to do special events at corporate. So I kind of bounced around a little bit.
Where's corporate at?
Corporate's in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, so the whole incorporated brand. But we did some fun things, and I got to work with some really cool companies through them too. Come out, do some demos. I started doing demos regularly, and I think that's kind of what kind of leaned me into videos. And like I said, I always like to bounce around.
Yeah.
So, private chef thing here, doing a video over here, coming in, doing a corporate event on another level. And then I was doing private events the whole time.
Yeah.
And then like I said, when it got to that point where I just needed help, that's when I came across my business partner. She was running events at a local restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember Ozumo from Oakland days. Well, shout out to Ozumo, old Ozumo crew. But my business partner, Amanda, she was running events there, and I used to just go in her office and be like, hey, can you help me out? Because, I was at that. People were asking me to help do parties for more than what I can do. And I just kind of started realizing it's time to, get some help in. And it's like, again, you don't have to do everything by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think from there, it just built up and built up and built up. And then 8 years ago, they had closed the restaurant. And so when they closed the restaurant, Amanda was like, hey, do you need my help, like, full time? And I was just like, yeah. And so hence, that's why we've got Montperi now.
Yeah.
So now we've got a full service catering and event company kind of based on that. So
crazy.
Yeah.
God damn, it's crazy how shit builds and
how it moves and
then you look around and you're like, damn, I got 4 employees now.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got a lot more than that. But like I said, that new project that's coming up, we'll probably have to come back on and talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
Once we get everything solidified. But it's going to be exciting.
Definitely. So how can people reach you if they want to like get you in the catering?
Well, they can go to the website.
Right.
Yeah, montpericatering.com. We'll send out info. There's also through Knife Fight. They've got all our information to get in touch with us.
Next Door? You still on Next Door?
I'm still on Next Door.
Okay.
I am still on Next Door.
I respect that,
yeah,
Chef.
You stay with me.
Yeah, baby.
Like, why are you going to kill the original?
You?
You build, you keep the foundations.
That's right.
You keep the foundations.
You got to, bro.
You have to. So I'm still there, and we're still word of mouth, and we're still all the things. And we do corporate, we do events, we do production. We've jumped into production over the last few years. So, it's not just about the food with events for us.
Okay.
Our motto is eat, experience, enjoy. And that middle part of that, mantra is experience. And experience means the food is good, but the lighting's good. The DJs are there. It's lively. Based on whatever vision you've got for your event, we're here to help you build that out.
Right.
And so that's kind of where we're at and what we do right now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
And so how did you get in touch with like DJs and lighting, and do you do that yourself, or who are the people that
We've got a network. We've got a network we've built up over the years, and so we're more or less a one-stop shop. So if you want to call a DJ, if you want to call a caterer separate, if you want to call, your bartending service separate, or, your entertainment separate, you can do that. But then you got to talk to 4 people, or you can talk to us and get everything in one shot. And we can coordinate all those things for you all the way down to the final details. Yeah.
Shit, maybe I got to get with you guys for the live podcast.
Yeah.
Let's go, Chef. Let's go.
Just checking out the angle.
I love that. Damn, that's crazy. So let's hold up. Let's pull this thing up. Boom.
Oh, man, here it is.
Look at that right there. There we go. Let me bam. So what am I looking at right here? 18th August 2024. There's you.
That's me.
There's the man Street.
There's Street.
That's right.
Yeah.
You think he'll have his hair down for this event? Or
He
what?
should.
Let's go. That's what I told him. I'm like, big, beautiful man, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to let it all out.
By Maker's Mark. Shout out to Maker's Mark.
Yep. We love Makers.
Yeah. Who else you guys got on here? Casanova Event Resource, California Caviar Company.
Market Hall Foods is back again.
Okay, shout out to them.
Yeah. We've got California Caviar.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, again, Community CNL.
Oh, Devil's Gulch Ranch. That's a dope.
Yep. If you don't know about CNL Produce, they're dope.
CNL Produce is dope too, yeah. Damn. Okay. So you represent the Bay real hard out here.
Yeah, man. It's a community event, man. It should hit all those points. So
as you look
get in on this. Tickets are still available.
You're looking out.
Go get your tickets.
Like
KnifeFightGauntlet.com. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be a good one. And so how does it work when you're doing the knife fight? How many seats are available? Is it tables?
Yeah, no, Alamar can seat up to 70.
Okay, got it. So you're rolling.
We're
you're just
inside, outside.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets a chance to, taste 3 courses from each chef.
Right.
Starter.
Is it paper judgment?
It's paper judgment.
Got it.
There's 4 mystery judges, and Chef AK mentioned 2 already on TV.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, hey, it's all good.
Usually it's as being a former judge.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's a chef, and then a couple of chefs, and then a couple of sponsors.
Right. That's cool, man. That's
Yeah.
a good way to do it. Market Hall Foods is dope. I met the rep last year.
Yeah.
It's a cool industry experience too, because I'm there, I'm networking. I got podcast opportunities out of it. You know, it's more than just a dinner and meet the chef. It's like, look at who's in the room. You know what I mean? There's people who are genuinely interested in doing business in food.
Well, but it's also it's that community, and that's part of building that village within community. And
That's right.
with that, like we've been able to make connections. Like I use CNL, for my catering business. Like
Right.
I've shopped at Market Hall for years, and once we made that connection, it just helps to build those relationships and keep things going. And anybody who comes to this event, they're gonna feel that. So
Well, shit, I'm happy you guys are building something because, Oakland ain't built much in a long time, especially the people in power. So,
well, it
know what I
needs to
mean?
be it needs to be. We're in a phase of rebuild.
we need to do it.
We need to
You
do it.
need to do it. That's right.
We're at a tipping point, man. And tipping points, like there's people out here in the community that want to do some things
That's
and
right.
build some things. This is one of them. So yeah, I think we just kind of need to stay on that track, and maybe we'll turn the city around.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people wish that the worst would happen, but I'm sorry, that's just not God's will. I think we're about to see 100 years of harmony that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
Right? There's always going to be pain, right?
Right.
But there's going to be harmony in places where we haven't had it in a while.
Well, exactly. Haters are always
know.
going to be out there.
That's right.
You gotta,
Yeah.
but you gotta push that to the
But
side.
hey, I had a
and keep
chef
moving.
say, he goes, "World needs haters," and I'm like, you know what?
It does.
You're giving people fuel.
That's right.
Because a
Take-
lot of people are just motivated by that. They don't have any other motivation other than
Right.
that. You know what? That guy said I couldn't do it, so I'm going to do it.
Exactly. Right.
So shout out to haters.
Shout out.
They're in the ecosystem,
We love 'em.
and we need them.
We need them. We need them to build.
Yeah,
We need them to build,
yeah.
and we're gonna use them to rebuild
That's right.
what this city's going through right now.
We love to hate you, but we hate to love you. Same
That's
time.
real.
Same
It's
time.
real. I'll take it.
That's right. So shit, man. We're gonna do the website one more time just so I can get a reel out of it. You know what I mean? Because I
Sure.
gotta make sure that we shout out everything over here on the show. Anything you feel like you left out. So this is your straight up commercial right now, dog. This is your camera.
That's my camera.
This is your camera. We'll put this a little closer to you right
There we
here.
go.
But remember, it's not just about that. It's about you. Boom, go.
Hey, this is Chef Lamont Perriman, Montperi Catering and Events, Knife Fight Champion. Hey, we're coming back August 18th. This Sunday coming up to compete Restaurant Wars, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be live. It's me versus Mr. Chef Street from Lita, but someone's taking home the title. But even with all this being said, MontperiCatering.com is where you need to go. You want to check out more of my food, and knifefightgauntlet.com is where you should be going to get your tickets for Sunday's event. I know there's still a few left. Get your tickets, get out there, come see us, come join us, come have some good food, see some good competition, and enjoy the community. And we're here.
Let's go, baby. Town business.
MontperiCatering.com, full service event and production company here in Oakland, California. We cook all over the Bay. I'll even go out of state. I have. So let me know. I travel. So this is what we do. We do everything that you would want.
That's right. You
That's
go out
real.
of state. Where you been?
Man, I've been to North Carolina. I've been to South Carolina, Texas. Yeah, I've got clients that just wanted the service to have me fly out and go do some things. Gone out for some special events, Essence Festival. So, they just whatever. And sometimes people just rent an Airbnb for the weekend in Napa. And they want a chef to come up and, cook a brunch for a day or cook a dinner or do a weekend, private birthday parties. We do everything. So it's not just about weddings and corporate events and, platters and celebrations of life. But like I said, any event where, you need us to come in and help, we're here to help.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Sucio Talk podcast.
Here it is.
We out here. Chef Lamont. Fucking check him out at Knife Fight. Check out Chef Street as well. Lita Walnut Creek. Chef AK, shout out to you. Epec Foods, EPEC. What up, Oakland, the town? We're doing it out here. Man, it's a damn pleasure to have you on the show, Chef. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. Thanks for putting this together on short notice, too. You know what I mean? You know how hard it is to get a podcast
sometimes it
on
happens.
short
It's
notice?
crazy because I'm out there. We're running around.
And that's the thing. I'm sitting, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, should I ask him? And then I did. I'm like, I'm glad I did. You know? So shoot your shot, everyone, no matter what it is. Just ask.
If you
Worst you could say is no.
Yeah, if you don't shoot it,
that's right.
You always think about it.
That's right. And then I'll be like, damn.
Aaronette and Lamont, they're busy. They cook every day. Every day there's service. But they make time for the business they're from. So.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, this is a big event. It's important. And I think you make time for what's important. And you just, like family or anything else. Mm-hmm. And, this is going to be exciting. I'm pumped up. I'm always pumped up for this one. So, it's going to be... It's going to be good.
It's a beautiful thing, baby.
Yeah, and it's going to be good to add that knife to my collection.
With the sass.
But yeah,
I love
the sass is there. But thank you, man, for having us on. And,
hey, it's all good, baby. This is a community project. You know, we're all here. We're here to showcase. Yeah. You got any chefs, any hospitality, front of the house, back of the house that you feel like they should have their day? Let me talk to them. I would love to.
Yeah. No, we got some people that we're going to bring in. Look, like I said, man, we got some fun surprises coming down the line. So follow Chef Montperi, follow Montperi Catering, and you will find out. And more to come.
That's right, baby. I'm catching everybody from the top down and on the way up, and that way, you know.
That's it.
It's not like, oh, he got an award. Now let me talk to him. It's like, get out of here, man. I want to talk to you before that shit.
Hey, man,
you know?
That's why I'm still on Next Door.
Let's go, baby. Yeah. Next Door. That is wild. I can't believe
that's
that
right.
shit. But
that's
hey,
right. I feel like I need a T-shirt from them.
You should. Honestly, you want a sponsorship, that's the sponsorship right there.
Next Door.
You got proof.
Next Door.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do a cooking video together.
Exactly.
Let's get it.
Sucio Talk. I don't even want no part of that. Just give him the money, Next Door. I know you got it. How many transactions take part in that app? Let's go, Chef.
I'm in.
Sucio Talk. There you go, baby. That's it. I guess it.